Hi! So basically, I just went to a concert the other day, and it was for my sister's birthday, and we went to a Bob Dylan concert. Now, usually when I go to a concert, the vibe is a very energetic, there's like a lot going on, and it's just kind of like a crazy, fun, movie-like experience. This concert, however, was very different than any concert I have ever been to. It was almost like I was like at the opera or something. But even still, like in the opera, like people talk, like it was like dead silent. Everyone was just listening to Bob Dylan play his guitar and his little harmonica. And I was just like, wow, this is so weird. Like it's actually crazy to me, like such a different vibe compared to all of the other concerts that I have been to throughout my lifetime. And I was like thinking to myself, and I was like, wow, I've actually been to quite a few concerts, fortunately, because there was a period in my life where I would just work a bunch and then save up my money, buy like a bunch of concert tickets. So during this time in my life, I was very like, I don't know, I was just very emo, I would say. That's a good, like, nice way of putting it. But I was just like, I need something to look forward to every month. So I would just work my butt off and then save up for these concerts and just kind of go to a bunch of different concerts. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I want to reflect on every concert that I had been to throughout my lifetime. The most recent concert that I had been to is Bob Dylan. And I honestly, even though it was a very different like experience, it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. Like, I don't even really care what the music is. That's the thing about me. Like, if a friend asks me, hey, do you want to go to this concert? And I don't even know the artist, you best believe I'm saying yes. Like, I am gonna go to that concert because I would rather go to a concert than sit at home bored as fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna go to that concert. I don't care. And I have my little notebook that I write all my concerts in because I'm scared that one day I'm gonna forget that I went to them. Like, that's, I just need to remember. So I write everything down so I remember. So I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of start from most recent to my earliest first concert that I have ever gone to. So we're just gonna kind of see like how my music taste has like changed throughout the years, but I don't even know if it's my music taste that's changing or if it's just my friends wanted to go to this specific artist, so I was like, I'd be down to go with you even though I don't know nothing about that band or anything like that. So yeah, let's just start going through the list. So the first concert, Bob Dylan, like I said, a lot of fun. Very different crowd, very silent, a lot of older people. I felt like me and my sister were the youngest people in that room, but I still loved it. It was a really good time. Oh my gosh. Now, I have seen this artist 2 times in concert, and every time I go, the energy is just fucking insane, fucking chaotic as shit, bro. But yeah, it's Two Hollis, and I saw him one time with my sister and then the other time with my friend. And when I went with my friend, Nate Sib opened for him. But when I went with my sister, Romulus opened for him that night. And it was so fucking fun. The crowd is so crazy. Like, yes, it stinks in there, but you're literally fighting for your life. Like, you don't even notice the smell. Like, I was literally in battle trying not to get crushed. But it was so fun. Like, I don't even care if, like, I bruised my, like, whole entire leg because someone stepped on it. But, like, I didn't even give a fuck. And I met his mom at the second show with my sister, and she thought we were twins, and it was like this cute little moment. And I don't know, I just love Tu Hollis, one of my favorite artists, and his music is just so inspirational, gets me through. Oh, that's so corny, yeah, but whatever. Tu Hollis, one of my favorite artists. I don't give a fuck how corny it is, but whatever. It's whatever. So, this concert I went with all my future roommates, and we saw Malcolm Todd. Now, Malcolm Todd, that was such a fun concert. Like, so many funny little moments happened, that like getting stuck in the parking garage. And oh my gosh, I forgot to mention this about the Tu Hollis concert, but the second time I saw Tu Hollis with my sister, we deadass walked around that, like, I forget where it was, like Royal Oaks or something like that. We walked around trying to find our parking garage for 2 hours. There is so many parking garages there, and we could not find my fucking car. The only way we were able to find my car was through the Find My AirPods, because my sister had left her AirPods in my car. So we tracked her AirPods down, which ended up being the only way that we were able to find our car. But it took a good 2 to 3 hours or so to like find my car and drive all the way back home, which was another 2 to 3 hour car drive. But I would do it again because it was so much fucking fun. I loved it. It was so good. But yeah, Malcolm Todd, it was really fun, honestly. But at the Malcolm Todd concert, no one really moved. Everyone was just standing in the pit. No one really got closer. Everyone was just in their spot standing. And it was so fucking hot in that theater. Like, Tu Hollis was hot. I was literally sweating my ass off, but at least you were moving around. Like, there's things happening and like shit like that. Malcolm Todd, my sister almost passed out because it was just so hot and you were just stagnant, like no breeze, no nothing, just standing there. And it was so fucking hot that you almost couldn't enjoy it. But I still had a blast, but my sister, she was dead as dying. But yeah, me and my roommates, we love him and it was so much fun. This concert I loved too. Tyler, the Creator, and I believe Lil Yachty and Paris, Texas opened for him. Yes, I had to look because I wanted to make sure I was saying the right artist, but I actually became a big fan of Paris, Texas after seeing them open for Tyler, the Creator, and Lil Yachty's energy was really good as well, and I don't know, that was like my birthday treat to my sister for her little birthday gift. She loves Tyler, the Creator. She's been the biggest fan since forever, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy you these tickets. And we also went with one of her friends and then one of my friends that I made in esthetician school, and it was just so much fun, and the outfits were tea. Everything about it was tea. The venue was super cool. Even though we were in the nosebleeds, I had a fucking blast, bro. Like, it was just so much fun. Like, I love concerts. If you couldn't tell, I love concerts. So this concert I went to with my mom, my dad, and then my 2 siblings, and then my friend. And it was the Weeknd concert. And Playboi Carti opened for him. Can you believe how fucking crazy that is? I have always wanted to go to a Playboi Carti concert, but I've never been, like, able to. So when he was opening for the Weeknd, I was like, there's just no fucking way. Like, I have to go. Like, this is so fun. So I went with my family, and because my mom's actually a really big Weeknd fan, and it was just actually so much fun. Like, I actually loved it, and it was just a really good experience, and I'm so happy I was able to get to go to that concert with my family and my friends. It was so fun. Okay, so me and my sister are big Wallows fans, and for her birthday, bro, I buy this girl so many tickets for her birthday. It's actually insane. But I bought her a Wallows ticket so that way we could go see the Wallows in concert, obviously, right? And the first time that we saw the Wallows in concert, it was at like an outdoor venue, and we were really far away, but it was a lot of fun. Well, at this concert, the second time that we went, we were in pit and we were so close, literally 2 fucking feet away from Dylan. And I have such great videos. And it was just the most fun I've ever had. Like, honestly, me and my sister, we were just having a blast. We made some friends in the pit, and we were just like, we were so close, like we were making eye contact. Like, I could literally see his eyes on stage, bro. It was actually crazy. Like, it was so much fucking fun. I loved it. And I don't know, even though it was really cold in that line, I remember shivering, waiting to get inside. But once we were inside, I didn't fucking care. I had a blast. It was so much fun. I love the Wallows. After that concert, that was when I went to see To Hollis. Well, I guess before that, it was the first time I saw To Hollis in concert with Nate Sib and my friend, and that was so much fun. We literally got separated, though, within the first 2 seconds of the concert, and I did not see that bitch the rest of the night. And we were just kind of on our own, fighting in the pit, trying to just keep ourselves upright, but it was so much fun. Like, honestly, I love it. The music was so good, and that was my, like, moment, like, where I had a realization where I was like, I feel like I could do solo concerts. Like, this is so much fun. As long as the vibes are right and the atmosphere is cool, I feel like I can just go to a show alone. I don't know if I could do it if I was, like, in a seat. Like, I feel like that'd be so much more, like, anxiety. But, like, in a pit where you're constantly moving, like, I feel like you don't really need to have that person. But it does make it so much more fun when you have someone that has a shared experience with you, and you guys can kind of connect on it, talk about it, reminisce on it. So, I don't know. I feel like it really just depends on the artist and the venue if a solo concert would be, like, a good experience or not, if that makes sense. But yeah, this concert I got to see with my friend who now lives in Florida, so I don't really get to see her often. So I was super excited for this concert, and we went with her older sister, and we saw Billie Eilish, and I believe Charlie XCX opened for her, which was even more cool. And at the time, this was literally when, like, Guess came out, and it was just such, like, an iconic moment. Like, when they sang that song together, like, it was just everything. Like, Brat Summer, it was just giving, like, everything that you could want from a show. Like, I had so much fun doing this. I don't know. And the drive back home, like, we had a really good conversation about music and just how it, like, connects people, and it was just a really perfect like experience, and I want to trade it for the world. So this is kind of like an outdoor, like, festival type thing that my friend really enjoys. She's really into like that metal music and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I'll go with you. So it's Upheaval Festival, and they have like just like a ton of artists that play. And I didn't know all of them, but I knew like a few, and I was having a blast. Like even though I didn't really like know the music like that well, I was still having so much fun. And Upheaval is definitely one of my favorite festivals. I don't know, I've only really been to one festival, I'm not gonna lie, but it was a really fun experience because it was like I got to kind of like engage with a community that I normally don't get to. And the music was actually really good. Like I love it. I don't really listen to it that often, but I had a ton of fun, and I even knew some of the artists, so it was really cool. Yeah. And last year I'm so sad because we have gone like the past 2 years, but last year we couldn't, and Rob Zombie was playing at that show, and I was so sad. Like I wanted to go to that one, but you know, maybe next year we'll see what happens. This concert I got to see with my best friend, and it happens to be her favorite artist, Olivia Rodrigo. So we just kind of went to that show because, you know, obviously it's her favorite artist. I'm gonna go to that for her, and it was actually really fun. Everyone there was so nice, and it was just so fun, and I really am happy that we got to see Olivia Rodrigo live together. So it was just a really fun thing for like two besties to go to. I don't know, you know? Okay, this one's a little bit random, but me and my two friends, we went to see Trixie Mattel's DJ set. And honestly, I remember we had a little bit to drink before we went to this show, and it was just a really cool like experience. Like this was my first time like being in like a party like DJ zone, so it was just kind of like a cool experience to just kind of go get to experience with my friends. So I had a blast, honestly, like a lot of fun, and it was just cool to see Trixie doing something that they were like so passionate about, you know what I mean? Ooh, and then this one is more of like a rock metal show that I went to with my friend who was really into that world. It was We Came as Romans. Now we had originally seen them at the first time that we went to Upheaval Festival, and we both became super big fans of that group. So we're like, you know what, like let's go see them in concert, because they're at a venue that was like really close to our hometown. We were like, yeah, let's just go. Like if they're here, we might as well go. Tickets are cheap, so we might as well just go to this show. So we went to the show, and it was actually so much fun. Like this guy came up to me with a fedora on, and he was just like telling us jokes and stuff, and it was just so random. Like the whole experience was really just something else. Like I don't know if you've ever been to a show like that, it's just a crazy experience. Like everyone's just like head banging and shit, and it's just really funny, but it's like cool. It's cool to be a part of. Like yes, it's cringy, but like if you were there in the moment, like you would get it. You would be a part of the experience too. And life's too short, like live a little in the cringe, you know? That's what they always say, but whatever. This concert right here, guys, was something I was looking forward to for such a long time. Dominic Fike. And I got to see him during the Sunburn album that came out, and I had so much fucking fun. This was like the summer after I graduated high school, and it was like the first concert I think I went to alone with my best friend and then one of her friends, and it was just so much fun. Like I love Dominic Fike so much, and I hope I get to see him in concert again. And it was even better because it was like an outside venue, and it was just like the most like perfect summer night that you could possibly fucking imagine. That's what the Dominic Fike concert was like for me. It was just so much fucking fun, bro. So can't you tell me what you think I should do? Baby, come here. Now, this is like the first time that I went to go see the Upheaval Festival. This is when I saw like We Came as Romans, Falling in Reverse, and like Hailstorm. So if any of those artists sound familiar to you, it definitely is like a really big festival. There's like 3 different stages where people are kind of like performing different numbers at once. So it's like you kind of like have to walk around and go up this hill that was like a mudslide hill, and it was really difficult, but it's like totally worth it. I don't know, it was just so much fun. Like that whole Upheaval Festival, like even if it's not like your type of music, I definitely recommend going because you just get to interact with like such different people that you normally wouldn't get to interact with, and hear like a bunch of really cool artists. So it's like you might as well just go. Like if you ever are able to have that experience, I would definitely recommend going because festivals are just a really cool way to like connect with new people, I would say. Oh my gosh. So this isn't really like a concert, it's more of like a DJ set type thing, but we saw, me and my best friend were really big One Direction fans, so we went to a One Direction disco night where they played just One Direction music, and it was actually one of the best nights of my life, I'm not gonna lie. Like they would like play the music videos on the screen, and everyone was just dancing, and it felt so like millennial optimistic, but I don't even give a fuck because I was having so much fun. Like, I felt at home, and it was just so cool to like have someone, like a friend, also experience that same amount of joy that I felt for One Direction as she felt for One Direction. So it was just really cool to kind of connect on that like level with her, you know what I mean, be like same-minded that way. But it was so fun. I loved every minute of it, honestly. So my mom was also a big One Republic fan, and this was kind of after like the Top Gun movie had come out. So when they were playing that song, like they put the Top Gun like shirtless like football scene on the screen while they were playing it with their guitar, and I was like, you know what, like I think I like One Republic now. But I don't know. I don't really listen to the music that often, but I just know that moment me and my sister looked at each other and we were like, bro, are you seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Because I think I'm seeing what you're seeing, girl. And it was just so funny. Like, I don't know, my mom, whenever she wants to go to a concert, she will go. And that's the one thing I love about her. Like, me and her like really connect on that. We both love just going to see live shows or just getting out of the house in general, dressing up, something to look forward to, something to be cute for. So I don't know, I really see myself in her in that aspect. But yeah. Now this concert, I was like too young to go to like any One Direction concerts, you know what I mean? But when Harry Styles went on tour, me and my best friend, we literally skipped school to buy tickets to go to his show. And I just remember it being like a crazy like experience. Like we did not think we were gonna get tickets for this show. So we literally skipped school, we bought the tickets. Yeah, senior year of high school, we just got to go see her. I think it was either junior or senior year, I don't remember entirely. But we got to go see Harry Styles, and my mom drove us because neither of us had our license yet. Or maybe we did, but my mom just didn't want like two young girls going to a Harry Styles concert alone in Detroit. But either way, it was like a dream fucking come true, and I don't even remember it. I honestly don't even remember because I blacked out from happiness. I was so happy. But honestly, I had so much fun from what I can remember, and looking back on videos, I'm like, there's just no fucking way that happened. But I honestly loved every fucking second of it. I love Harry Styles so much. Even though it's corny, I love him. I don't give a fuck. He's like my childhood favorite singer, like One Direction. My favorite. I don't know. This one is kind of a crazy pull. But my mom, again, she was a very big Dua Lipa fan. And she was like, you know what? This spring break, we're going to Tennessee, which I don't know why. Like, out of any show she could have picked, she picked the Tennessee Dua Lipa show. So we drove to Tennessee, and then we got to see Dua Lipa in concert. Really weird trip, but honestly, so fun. Like, I don't know, Dua Lipa concert, it was a little random, but you know, like, it was fun. Like I said, I like any type of music. Like, I love going to concerts, but that definitely was more something my mom enjoyed versus me. But yeah, you know, like Dua Lipa, great time, had a blast. And you know, when we were walking around Tennessee, like, I'm not really a big like country music fan, honestly. I just don't really like that like country music stuff. But when we were in Tennessee, if you've ever been to Tennessee, you know it's just country music museum after country music museum. So we were walking through all these country music museums because there's nothing else really to do in Tennessee besides like get drunk, and obviously I wasn't 21 at the time. So you know, this is kind of where my love for Johnny Cash started, which is really random because I had never really liked country music at all throughout my life. But when I think it was that one song, I Hurt Myself, or like something, I say this like I'm a big fan now, but I like am so bad with remembering song titles. But I saw so many like videos and like stories about it, and I was just like, wow, like I actually really like Johnny Cash now. So it's kind of like an inside joke with my family, like, oh, Morgan likes Johnny Cash now, blah 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 blah. But it's like that really did like alter my mind a little bit, and I was like, I don't know why, but like that song just really resonated with me at that time in my life, and I was like, yep, like I am a Johnny Cash fan now. So I don't really know much about that guy, but I just know I really like that song. And yeah, it was just a really funny random experience to have. But yeah, because it's like Dua Lipa and then Johnny Cash. I don't see the correlation, but you know, it's okay, it's funny. This isn't even like a concert per se, but I did get to see Curtis Connor live, like his 2 comedian shows that he did. I went once with my sibling, and then I went with my friend, and both times it was really funny. I don't know, I feel like his like comedy stand-up sessions or routines are really actually pretty funny. So I definitely recommend, if he ever goes on tour again, you guys go check him out, because I don't know, I had a lot of fun, and his opening acts were pretty funny too. So go check it out if you ever, you know, if you ever tours again and you feel like, is it worth it? I thought it was worth it. It was pretty fun. I don't know, might as well go. This was the first time I got to see Olivia Rodrigo with one of my friends, and I believe it was the Sour Prom tour. And so everyone was wearing like prom dresses, and like that was with Gracie Abrams. Yeah, you know, the little kid lover. Yeah, literally, she, don't know why I left at that. Not funny. Stay away from Thin Wolfhard girl. But yeah, it's not funny. But yeah, she opened for Olivia for prom, Sour Prom or whatever, and it was a really good concert. Like, the theater was kind of like super cool, old, vintage, and I think it was in Chicago, if I remember correctly. But that's like when me and my best friend, we went to that together, and we were like, oh, this is so cute, like, we love this vibe. It's like kind of reminding me of like our friendship, because at the time Olivia and Gracie were friends, and we're like, oh, that's like so us. Girl, that ain't us anymore. But like, me and my best friend are still best friends, but Gracie and Olivia, I don't know if they still talk. But yeah, it was just a really fun experience, and that's kind of why we decided to go to the second concert that Olivia had, even though we don't really listen to her music that often. It's just such like a nostalgic memory for us, and it just reminds us of like our friendship. So we're like, obviously, like, we have to go to it, like, duh, why wouldn't we go to it? So yeah, we had to go. Now, this concert is my first ever concert that I have ever gone to in my entire fucking life, okay? Panic at the Disco. And now you may be wondering, so why did you go to Panic at the Disco concert when you were in middle school? Well, my older sibling is obsessed with Panic at the Disco, and they were supposed to go with one of their friends. They ended up getting into a big fight and not being friends anymore, so I ended up being the replacement. Lucky for me. And we got to go to this Panic at the Disco concert, and it was actually so fun. Like, he was doing backflips and shit, and it was just a really random experience for me. And I literally was like a little baby at this concert, mind you. I was a little baby. Oh my gosh. Like, I remember, like, when I got the merch, I went into the bathroom and I put it on. Like, girl, I was just so excited to be there. Like, first concert, that's where my love, like, really started for concerts. Like, I love, like, the people watching, and I just love, like, the overall energy, the atmosphere. Even though, like, the first concert I went to, I didn't know much about Panic at the Disco. I didn't know any of the music. I still had so much fucking fun. I actually had so much fun that when my sibling asked me if I wanted to go see them again in concert with them, I was like, fuck yeah. And at that point, I had learned all their songs, memorized all the lyrics, and I was feeling much more prepared for this concert as opposed to the first concert I had went to for them. And when I went to the show, I had so much fucking fun. I'm just so happy that I got to see Panic at the Disco before they got canceled and don't tour anymore. Not just once, but twice. And it was just a really good time. And it really did start my love for concerts. So I guess thank you, Panic at the Disco. But I don't know. I just feel like if you've never been to a concert before, or you have like social anxiety and you don't know if concerts are the right thing for you, I recommend going, because I have really bad social anxiety, but when I go to concerts, I feel the most myself. Like, I just have so much fucking fun, and I love like getting to meet new people, which is so weird because like I'm not one to typically like spark up conversations with strangers, but like when I'm at a concert, I find myself being the most like talkative, outgoing, like extroverted version of myself possible to these people, and I'm making friends, I'm making connections, and it's so much fun. Like, I love the connection that people have through music and like artists that they appreciate. It's just so special. And honestly, like, I don't think I'll ever stop going to concerts. I just find so much joy in it, in the act of going, getting ready, making the plans, picking out the outfits. Like, I just love concerts so fucking much. Like, I don't even care what the show is. I will go if you ask me to go. And I have a Jack Johnson concert coming up pretty soon, and I'm so fucking excited for that, and I'm so grateful that I get to go for it. And I spend so much money on concerts because it's like, I genuinely do find so much joy for it. Like, it's like one of my passions is going to concerts, so I'm going to spend the money on it. And I, you know, it's like my money, I work for. I can spend how I want, the fuck. But yeah, I really recommend going to shows if you've never been to a show before, because there's something just so special about connecting with people through music. And I just really hope that everyone gets to experience that same level of joy that I get to experience at least once in their life by going to a concert, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's just like it really gets you out of like those dark days when you know that you have something to look forward to, and you just know that like something brighter is gonna be on the other side in a couple of days or like a week or two. You know what I mean? Like it's just something to look forward to. And I really appreciate the fact that I am fortunate enough to get to spend my money on going to these shows. So yeah. And let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you've been to the same shows as me, or if you have any upcoming concerts that you're like secretly excited about, or if you have any like artist suggestions that you guys think I should check out, or any shows that I should check out. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I will definitely give them a little sneak peek or like check them out, you know what I mean? But yeah, I will definitely look into them if you comment down below what artist you're into. But yeah, thank you so much guys for listening to me just kind of like ramble on and on about all these concerts that I have been to and just my overall love and passion for them. But yeah guys, it was really great talking to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, love you.